Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. If you don't say what you think, then you kill your unborn self. When you have something to say, silence is a lie. I don't tell people, you're okay the way that you are. That's not the right story. The right story is, you're way less than you could be. It is more difficult to rule yourself than to rule a city. I don't think that you have any insight whatsoever into your capacity for good until you have some well-developed insight into your capacity for evil. And if you think tough men are dangerous, wait until you see what weak men are capable of. You might be winning, but you're not growing, and growing might be the most important form of winning. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing, and see what happens. If you learn a martial art, you learn to be dangerous, but simultaneously, you learn to control it. If you fulfill your obligations every day, you don't need to worry about the future. If you are not willing to be a fool, you can't become a master. The purpose of life is finding the largest burden that you can bear and bearing it. The purpose of life, as far as I can tell, is to find a mode of being that's so meaningful that the fact that life is suffering is no longer relevant. It's in their responsibility that most people find the meaning that sustains them through life. It's not about happiness, it's not an impulsive pleasure. The truth is something that burns, it burns off dead wood, and people don't like having the dead wood burnt off, often because they're 95% dead wood. Accept the terrible responsibility of life, with eyes wide open. If you don't stand your ground, then all that happens is people push you backwards. If you're talking to a man who wouldn't fight with you under any circumstances whatsoever, then you're talking to someone for whom you have absolutely no respect. Life is very difficult. One of the most ancient of religious ideas that emerges everywhere, I would say, is that life is essentially suffering. It takes careful observation, and education, and reflection, and communication with others, just to scratch the surface of your beliefs. Men and women aren't the same, and they won't be the same. That doesn't mean that they can't be treated fairly. If you have learned something from this video, then don't go without liking it.